All right, in the meantime, Tom Brady did not win. So now Tom has to whine? According to the three-time Super Bowl champ, he will not be watching this year's big game.
Our season's over. It's truthfully, I could care less about watching the game, and that's pretty much how I feel.
Well, was he just being honest, or sour grapes? Sports radio host Howard Eskin. Well, what do you say, Howard? What do you think he was showing?
Neil, he's not a baby. It's not sour grapes. It's what football players do. I don't think people, Joe Public, and, obviously I'm closer to it by covering sports all the time, and especially as well here at Fox, but they don't watch the games. They don't watch the games. I would bet you, if you polled 50% of the players on every football team, you take out the guys who've only been in the league 1 or 2 years, you will barely get 50% of the players watching the game. That's just what they do. Remember, here's Tom Brady that's been football 24/7 since August. Does he really need to watch the game? Come on, I mean, let's be real here.
So you don't think the fact that he lost and is upset about it entered into that answer at all? That that had anything to do with it?
Zero. I would say zero and entered into it, because I imagine he hasn't watched probably half of the Super Bowls that he hasn't been in. Early in his career, he probably watched some. No, I'm going to ask you a question, Neil. If you had the opportunity to watch the Super Bowl or be sitting somewhere on a beach with Giselle, his wife, what would you do?
This is a family show.
Okay. All right, well, she's a family woman.
You make a very good point. But I do think it comes at a time when we've seen some kind of weird behavior out of athletes. And I guess what I'm asking is, given the skater, who, I think it was a skater, speed skater, Finnish speed skater, who gave the double bird, and Sherman of the Seahawks just at the rants at the end zone. Maybe that's all expected, but I always think sometimes things come in threes, and did that combination or that trifecta of maybe, tried and just beside themselves athletes have any message for us? Are you saying no?
I'm saying no. Here's the thing. I agree with you. Things come in threes, but this is not the third thing.
Okay.
This is not. I mean, the figure skater that gave the double bird, he's an idiot, all right? He's an idiot.
Well, he was a creative idiot, because normally someone gives you the single bird. To do the double one, and on ice, I might point out. Touche.
Yeah, but I could do it with you, too, but I won't do it because it's a family show.
And you're a gentleman.
That's exactly right. But Richard Sherman, here's the difference between Richard Sherman. You get a football player right after a game. He's caught up in a moment.
Right.
He was on the cover of Sports Illustrated. He has been that type of guy for a while. He's a Stanford grad with a very intelligent guy, but he's emotional. And to play the game of football, you have to be emotional. So I will take that out of the mix. But in the case of Tom Brady, who I think is, on the East Coast, especially in Philadelphia, we don't like Tom Brady because all they do is win up there. I get that. But he's a really good guy. It's not being a sore loser. It's just, hey, listen, I got better things to do. I don't need to watch the Super Bowl. And I honestly, Neil, I don't think it's sour grapes at all. Football players just don't watch games.
All right. Now I know. But, Howard, you know what? I'm going to tell you this. I am not going to watch Bill O'Reilly. I'm just not. Just don't feel like, because he's on opposite me.
Let's make it threes.
Yeah, I can't be bothered.
Let's make it at threes.
Yeah.
Let's make it at threes.
Yeah.
We got to have three of us do it.
Exactly. Kill this. I'm not watching it. All right. Thank you. Very good having you, my friend. Meanwhile.